Hello beautifuls, welcome to the channel. My name's Epic Treasure. In this video we're going to dive deep into all the things that you need to get and prepare before Palworld 1.0 drops on July the 10th. This includes items and features that will likely be nerfed so you can get in very quickly before that happens. And also this video has timestamps, so if you know the things I'm talking about, you can skip ahead, but be very careful. There's a lot of gems of information snuck in there too. Let's begin. Number 1, expedition stations. These are likely to get nerfed in 1.0, so I highly recommend that you go nuts on these and put them at every base and make the most of it before 1.0 hits. These are the dungeons that I recommend you have and keep running over and over again, and here's the items that will be the reason why. Desert Hidden Sanctum. The items from that one, if you have that unlocked, will be the Pal Souls. Go nuts grabbing those. The Cavern Mushrooms, and also Ancient Civilization Parts. The next dungeon is the Astral Frost Cavern. The items from that will be the Pal Souls, the Mammarist Meat, the Ancient Civilization Parts, and most importantly, the Ancient Civilization Cores. The next dungeon will be the Celestial Secure Cavern. Items for this will be the Pal Souls, the Ancient Civilization Parts, and the Ancient Civilization Cores. The next one is the Dark Cave of Faybreak. The items that you'll be wanting from these will be the Ancient Pal Manuscripts, also the Giant Pal Souls, the Mammarist Meat, and also again the Ancient Civilization Parts and the Ancient Civilization Cores. The next one is Rain Syndicate Smuggling Warehouse. We want to farm this one anyway because we can get the Flame Organ, Electric Organ, and Ice Organs, the high quality Pal Oil, and the Venom Glands, and the Cavern Mushroom. Do a few runs of these indeed. The next one that we want to grab is the free Pal Alliance Illicit Trading Post, just to get the exotic spheres and the ultimate spheres. The next one that you want to run will be likely the Eternal Pyre's Forbidden Market. Only reason really is to get that chromite going. The next one that we want to have, if you do like explosives, etc., then the Illegal Factory is a nice one to run. For me, I just like to use a sword, so that's not on my list. But the Pal Genetic Research Lab is incredibly important. These have all the Pal Souls, and they also have the Lotuses with them. I would highly recommend stockpiling those. The next one you absolutely will want to have, no question of a doubt, is the Moonflower Secret Hideout. The reason being is they have the high-grade tech manuals and the ancient tech manuals. Those are for your skill tree to unlock the items on that. Now, I don't know how much that's going to be shuffled around. I expect a lot of changes in the skill tree, even earlier levels too. I don't think that anything's going to be changing for the first 10 levels, I wouldn't think, because I think they're pretty sort of basic. But I think after that, or roundabout that, the level 10 and beyond, then we're going to see some changes to existing items in the skill tree. So I highly recommend going bang, 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 going nuts, getting those tech manuals, ancient tech manuals. The dog coins and the gold coins we've got covered. Don't you worry about that. I've got you under control. And then I wouldn't worry so much about the Ancient Faybreak Ruins. But for that, I would go for the Ancient Civilization Core and Parts if you want to. So that is point number 1. Number 2, this is the most important one, I think, of all, and that is the farming the technique books. So the technique books allow us to increase our pals' work suitability. So for example, we have Anubis here. On the right hand side, we can see Anubis's work suitability is its handiwork level 4, transporting level 2, mining level 3. And getting these books, so if we get a mining technique book, it'll allow us to level our Anubis up for mining +1. So we'll get mining level 4. So we go from 3 to 4. Then we get another mining book and we'll max this Anubis out to 5. So ideally we want to get all these books stockpiled because you don't know what pals are going to pop up and what their work suitabilities are going to be. So you might take a real shining to one of the new pals and it might have very low work suitabilities. And then you can just feed that into them straight away, and then the rest is history. Right down the bottom here, I have an amazing tutorial for this base. I would highly recommend to run this base. It won't take you long to make before 1.0 drops. The reason being it is pure production and you're going to get some insane things that I pretty much can guarantee that they're going to nerf. So strike while the iron is hot and stockpile them like crazy. Let's have a look at the farming route for this. I'm going to bring up the map to make life easier. And the farming route for these books, which have 100% drop rate, is this circle here. We'll call them plates. Plate 1, plate 2, and over here 3 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you have to be in the proximity, close proximity, around about here for new supply crates or meteors to drop. It just chops and changes between both. Now when you land here, make sure you get these omniskulls because they drop dark fragments and you're going to need those. And we're going to chop all these guys down. Make sure when they drop the meteors that you pick up all the pieces, otherwise a supply crate drop. So chop all these ones, chop the nightmares up, go nuts with all that. And make sure that when you got that base going, you have that bell set on work so they continue to work while you are away. They don't slack off. And make sure you have a medicine chest out there for them to medicate. All right, let's just jump up here. We'll go to the next point. Another meteor. And our next point is going to be this location. This is where the next one drops. And then the next one will drop over where Tyrantris is. Now, Tyrantris will have an alpha version over here. It does take time to reset those. She'll be here, the alpha. So you'll chop, 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 and then you'll have a supply drop here, or sometimes it can be meteor drop. And then the next one will be down here. Again, it's that that square shape. So we've already got one here. Jump down. Let's see what we got. Chop all those guys up while everybody's at your bases getting the resources. So we have this time a planting technique. So we'll grab those. We need to dispose of some stuff. Them get attacked. Just delete that. Okay. And then we'll move out the way for a new one to drop. And then just clear those pals as you run around while the new one drops. So there's another supply one dropping. Chop, 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 chop. Grab the pal parts. And there it is. All right, let's see what this one is. So you could just, you know, put on a movie while you're doing this. Just mindlessly just go in the square, 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 square. You don't have to really think about it. And we'll have a look at this one. We've got fire, baby. Exactly what we wanted too, because I want to get my soot seers maxed because I love them. It's going to be very hard to beat my soot seers, I'll tell you that much. Oh, we got one more thing. All right, let's see. Get rid of this. All right, that will clear way for the new one. Come here, buddy. Lots of gold coins in that too, which I told you before. If you watch the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. There'll be a lot of nerfing, I think, for gold. I think that we've, again, had it too good for too long. So gold, I think, is going to be harder to come by. That's why I say go night stockpile now. And I know that a lot of people say, I am starting from scratch also to have the whole new experience. And also so I can do a play along with me guide sort of thing for new players to Palworld. Which will be nice to have in total new beginning. All right, buddy, come here. All right, let us have a look at number 3. Number 3, this one, I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to be nerfed heavily, which are these fishing ponds, the large ones specifically, because they drop incredible items that you're going to need, especially 1.0. Now, let me just show you, we'll have a little run through to see what these drop. Not only do they drop pals, but they also drop the amazing items. So at the large fishing ponds, I'm going to go collect pal. We have all those. I'm going to show you what they give when we chop them. And these are the items from the large fishing pond, just this one here. So we already have the innovative tech manual. We already get the PAL souls. Then we amazingly get the future tech manual, which gives us 3 technology points, those particular ones. They're not ancient ones, they're ones. So pump them so you have points. The high quality PAL oil you'll also need to make the polymer, and you need polymer to make circuit boards. So we're going to grab those, put them in our bag. I put these crates here just to sort of save in the meantime if they become full, because these drop non-stop. Over here, let us, oh, I didn't send one out fishing then. More PALs, items over here. This is the most important thing, I think, to get from these fishing ponds is the corallum ore. So let's just send more PAL activity out here. Put it in the large shadow one. So here we have these important PALs. This one is the one that we want to get the most, is the Walaska Ignis, because they drop the corallum ore when we chop them up in the PAL disassembly line, which I'll take you up the stairs in a moment. So let's just grab these, and the items in this one, we'll grab those. Then the next PAL out to this one. I know that you can see the incapacitated human. You can ignore that one for the moment. And just grab that one, and let's grab the PALs there. All right, send our PAL out here. All right, 10 on that one, 10 on that one, 10 on that one. Deluxe. This is a very exciting part I'm going to take you to in a minute too. That one. All right, now I'm going to open that box. Look at all this stuff. Crazy. Now that stuff, let me tell you, come back here. This is a body part chute basically. So upstairs is a PAL disassembly line, but because we put so many PALs in, it's like a slot machine paying out basically. They just, all the presents just keep on falling through the chute. So here's another spoil of war. We've got training manual. We've also got the high grade tech manual, the ancient tech one again. So we'll grab those, and we'll grab that. 10. Make sure you keep sending them out fishing. Look at this. It's just that's why I'm saying do it now, because it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be that amazing come 1.0. So we're trying to just sort of get ahead of the curve, and then, you know, start your new game, whatever tickles your fancy. And then we've got the PAL souls there. We've got the corallum there again. Now, most people like a base that is maybe 20 PALs. My main base, which I'll take you to in a moment, happily does 50. I'm on Xbox. There's no mods or any weird stuff here. And it runs fine, but you never know with 1.0 how heavy that's going to be. You know, if it's going to load slow or whatever it's going to, how resource wild it is. Grab that one, put 10 on this one. And then we're going to go upstairs, and upstairs has the mining pits, which are really important because we need a lot of those. So, oopsie, we'll grab the remainder of that. Grab this, large, and send. And lucky last one over this side. And collect. Look at that. Bang. Like 3,000 gold in it. I'm telling you, it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be the same once 1.0 comes. It's just, and sometimes these often do drop medical items too. All right, up we go. Up here. Around this part here. Got PAL storage up here too. This is a really, really easy base to make. No problem at all. Now, this is the important one with this base, and it's going to bring me to point number 4 in a moment, but let's just go over to the PAL disassembly line first. And this is very cute in a morbid kind of way. We're going to go here, and we're going to open up, and we're going to go to these PALs. So having a look at the most important pals. Let's go sort there. These will drop corallum ore. So let's just drop these on, let them chop. So the Alaska Ignis will drop the corallum ore. Now the Krajiro Noct, which are on the smaller, medium-sized fishing ponds, medium-sized shadowfish. So when we go to the fishing thing, you'll have a choice between small, medium, or large. Let me go here. Medium will go, actually, Krajiro Noct is in the large one. So he will drop venom glands, that guy. I'm going to sneeze, I'm so sorry. Here it comes. Okay. As you robe Christ here, you can see at the bottom, that one obviously drops the ice organs. Anything that's flame is going to drop the flame organs. All the other pals that are like basic ones will drop pal fluid. The ones like Jumid, the big dirty sort of whale looking thing there, and Jumid Guild, they'll both drop the high quality pal oil. Like I said before, you're going to need that to make the polymer, and you're going to need the polymer to make the circuit boards. So let's go again, and I'm just going to chuck a whole bunch of pals on this thing. Go back here, dump them. Get that. Trust me, you're going to need that dimensional pal box because you're going to have so many pals from this fishing. I can't even keep up. And watch it. It keeps piling up. I just roll on down. Look at them transporting it away. Sorry, guys. You're going to have to keep on getting chopped. Okay. So fishing ponds are absolutely mandatory, not just for the items that are going to be incredibly important, especially the corallum ore, but also the pal souls, the technical manuals, and also the ability to chop these pals up. And if you get the alpha ones, then they're going to give you the ancient civilization parts. Let's move on to the next one. Number 4, gold. I think they're going to nerf the ability to make gold in 1.0. I think they're going to make it harder. And I think they're going to perhaps make the cost of these more to make the gold coins, or they're going to move it further down the technology tree. So that's what I think will happen. And that's why I say get sorted now. Get your gold stockpiled. So at this base, I'll show you what I recommend. For the pals that I think are best for these bases for money making, and money making is important because you can basically buy everything you need from the vendors right now. So I would grab as many resources as possible, including the flame organs, the electric organs, the ice organs. Go nuts, stockpile them. The high quality pal oil is probably one of the most important ones actually, because it allows us to make, like I said before, the polymer that makes the circuit boards. So for the best pals at the base, Sootseer is my favorite once it's maxed out. The reason for that is that Sootseer has not only kindling, so it does the furnaces and it does the cooking, but it also does handiwork, right? So it can do fishing. Then it does, we don't care about the planting side of things and the harvesting. It doesn't matter to me so much. It does 5 mining. So it's an all-rounder. It does everything. Once we can max out its work suitabilities, it is incredible. So ideally, let's have a look here. This Sootseer, as you can see on the right, has 4 kindling. So we need to get it one of those manuals, the technique manuals of kindling, to make it level 5. The handiwork, if we can feed it 2 of those books to get it level 5 handiwork, and 2 mining books to give it a level 5 mining. And the bonus of that, and why this one is the most the best, I think, is because it is a nocturnal. It's like a dark type, so it's automatically passively nocturnal. It's going to work all through the night. It's not going to sleep. So I don't think you can get better than that. So maybe with the new pals, they might have the same things, and you might need to feed them those manuals that I recommended back on point number 2. So Sootsies, I've got them everywhere in this space. They go nuts. They look beautiful at nighttime. And once they get going with the ore, so when you land here, all the production lines are around there. They're going to go nuts on that. And grab that. And grab that. And there's already going to be gots there. So we're going to grab as much ore as possible. And through here, you'll see I've got semicircle configuration of these furnaces. So once they go nuts for a while and you're out frolicking and they're on work mode, they're going to have so much ore, it's crazy. And we go, order that one, go click on that one, order as much as that, and so on and so forth. So walking around in a semicircle, they go to the money machine, get your money, and then what happens here is that there's vendors that I've put here. Now I'll go into the vendors and where to get them from, but we'll see this guy and we can buy everything from him that we really do need. There's other vendors that have different items too. So he has, we'll get into this again in a moment, but he has all the items basically to make the basic cakes or the breeding pens, but he also has all the medicine too. And that's really important to keep your bases continually flowing without you having to take too much time out to think about them. So for the high quality pal oil, again, stockpile them. I'm just going to go click that. I think that's enough. And put them in your storage. So I'm going to run around here. There is a fall asleep inventory sorting video on the channel. And you'll pass out going to sleep watching that, listening to that. It's me sorting inventory out in this game for over 4 hours. Yep. All right, so that's all the storage back there. It is so beautiful. And then through here, we've got the 2 vendors there. A barman is also a vendor spot. Up here is the little sanctuary for changing your passives. It's where I store all the flowers. See, store all the flowers in here. Oh, better take my money back. All the lotuses. And then up here, got the fishing ponds there. This one's a very important part too. Look at this. See that chute there? Remember the chute in the last place? So there's another PAL disassembly line there. And then we've got the expedition station over here. So we're going to quickly send out. Got all those PAL souls. Nuts. Okay. Open. Make sure you get your chromite too. I might grab some more of those actually for now. Auto assign. Send them out. Here. And yeah, around here is the stacked breeding ranches, which they might likely nerf the ability to stack. So that's why I say make them now. Make them now before 1.0 drops in case they do stop the ability to stack. In the recent updates, we used to stack with flooring before, and then that got nerfed. You couldn't do that. So then we started to stack using big containers, the big ones that are like shipping containers. That's the only way we could do it. And I think they'll probably get rid of that too, because ideally, even, look, I'm being a hypocrite here. I don't think this should be allowed. I know people that are modded on PC can do it, but, and I'm being a hypocrite to say, oh, you shouldn't be doing it. But then I'm looking up at this thing. It's just too good. I can't not do it. So that's why I say get building right now. Grab those flowers. All right, let's move on to the vendors and make sure that we've got all our stuff cooking. 5,000, 5,000, 1,900, And we need ore to make the corallum ingots too. That's why we need to get that ore going. All right, so they'll go do that. This base can handle easily 50 pals without it being congested or anything like that. That's why I love it. Right now it's only 36 pals. But it can easily handle 50. I'll pump out 50 while we're having an adventure. So we'll just go, I'll bring some Anubises out. What can go wrong with Anubises? There they are. And we'll just fill it up. A lot of them are on it. Oops. Expedition, aren't they? Put that. The breeder, apparently. I didn't call it that. Oh, I don't think I did. What are we at now? I don't even know. Can't even see. Next. Yeah, 50. All right. They're all on 50, so they're going to be going crazy. Okay. Let us move on to, importantly, the vendors and where to catch them. Number 5, vendors. We're going to catch some vendors today if you don't have them. I'm going to show you where they are. And if you do have them, you can skip this one. So, having a look where we start at the Plateau of Beginnings. Make sure you have all these vendors before you skip though. There are 3 places to go to. Oh, well, 4, including ones that want to do the camp. First one we go to is here at the small settlement. We're going to quickly travel there. There's going to be 2 vendors here. One is going to have the red jacket on and one has a blue jacket on. And the red jacket one is a normal vendor and the one with the blue jacket is a PAL vendor. So he sells PALs and they change all the time. Now, one thing you're going to need is this item here, the Ring of Mercy. And the Ring of Mercy allows us to attack anybody and it won't drop their health below 1. We cannot have a PAL out at the time because the PAL will attack them and then the Ring of Mercy doesn't work unless you've mounted the PAL, right? So we're flying on a mount and have the Ring of Mercy on or riding a mount. It shouldn't destroy that particular character, but I find that things that ricochet, for example, Meowmeow's sword, might ricochet and destroy that thing we're trying to capture. So this guy over here is our first one, our wandering merchant. And we catch him just the same as any PAL. We chop him down till he's very low health. In this case, we can do the Ring of Mercy and it sort of guarantees that he won't drop. And he has medicine. He also has the important ingredients to make those cakes. Again, he doesn't sell the honey. That's why we have the beehive. So to put all those bees in there, they drop the honey while we're away. And the rest is history for that. This guy also has electric organs and flame organs. Those are going to be very important in 1.0. So we're going to catch this guy. I can just catch him straight away. And you will get a warrant thing also. Might as well just pump that up. 1,000 of them. Come on, buddy, get in my sphere. Hello. I can't really get behind him. I'm inside a tent. So do the same thing over and over and over again until you capture him. And you can catch him very early on. Very early on. And there's also, I shouldn't chop you. There's also bounty officers that you can also capture to hand in your bounty things to. So here's our other guy. There's our PAL merchant. And yes, he can be identified by the bluey jacket that he wears. All right, there's our guy there. So those, as I said before, those PALs will change depending on, how much time passes. All right, they're going to attack us anyway. The next place we're going to go is to the desert section. So we'll fast travel all the way up here to June Shelter. And there are 2 merchants in here that we can capture. I'm going to go up through here. What the hell are you doing? All right. So red jacket here. Come here, you. You could also capture these guys, by the way, too. Just capture them on the way, so they're not in the way. All right. Where's our little green boy gone? Actually, know where that vendor... I know where the vendor went, but there's the green vendor that hangs out there. I don't know if he got in the crossfire or what he did. Oh, there's a chest over here too. So one of them here has the ice organs. So then we've got the flame organs, we've got the electric organs, and then we've got the ice organs all sorted out. Talk to me. There we go. Catch them all. Not going anywhere, mister. Capture you so you're not in my way. Friggin' mercy comes in handy, doesn't it? Alright. Alright, the PAL merchant he got in the crossfire. But we've got those. Alright, let's get up on it, dude. Now, to escape this, we just fly up, 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 up. Till the music stops. So that's those ones. And the next one that we're going to go to is right down here at Fisherman's Point. That's where we're going to be going next. So we can easily, depending on your settings, I've got mine set so when I drop on the ground dead, I just can respawn and I don't lose anything. So I'm not sure what your settings are. But if your settings are you die, then you're going to have a bad time with that part. So you have to run back to the fast travel point. But for me, I can just go respawn. Save everybody's time. Then we got to go to the Fisherman's Point, respawn, and grab the merchants from there. So let's go here first. Then I will trigger the next one to open up. And here we go. Fisherman's Point. Go. And this is going to go for the same for any other merchants that pop up, any other vendors that pop up. We'll have enough money to buy whatever we want thanks to the perpetual ore mining. We have the wandering merchant there. Don't you get in the crossfire, buddy. Good. Okay, we've got that one. Green boys over here. Hey you. We've got lots of obstruction. Lots of warrants. Oh, this guy's still... He's dead. He got crossfired. But anyway, again, if we've got those other ones, we'll have everything we need from the vendors anyway. So red and green in here. Capture them if you can. Don't be so brazen that I've done this way. All right, we'll move on to the next point. So let's just respawn anyway. And we'll get to the clean part next. All right, so when it comes to vendors, what we do is, I'm just going to quickly give the example here. We're going to go to defenses. We're going to put down just a sandbag, right? This is what's happening behind the wall here. Sandbags facing that. Again, that's in the tutorial. So we put a sandbag down, flap. Then what we do is we go to our box and we're going to go to sort, Palpedian number, and we'll go to Wandering Merchant Ice. So we're going to bring him out. I'm going to get one of these other ones. Wandering Merchant Ice. Vent. Your ice boy. Nice, there we go. So he'll drop down Mr. Redcoat and we'll go over to the monitoring stand and we'll look for the sandbag we just dropped. So I'm going to scroll down here, and we're going to click our new guy. I don't even know where the damn man is. There. Click on him there, and he will go to that sandbag, and he's in the position ready to buy or sell to. Now make sure that when you do that, we go to those vendors, particularly that new one. It depends on what you want to do. They can be all-rounders. But if you want them staying there and bound to the sandbags, so they're your personal vendor, just make sure that they are set on defense only, this one here. And that means that he won't run away when something needs watering. So we can buy and just go nuts and get all whatever we want, from tomato seeds, lettuce seeds, ice organs, pal oil, medicine. Can never have enough medicine. Times those. And my bag is full. So that's how that works. So you just bind them to the sandbag. I don't know if they're going to change it. We'll see. I don't think so. I wouldn't think so. And then you just have multiple vendors. But honestly, you're not going to need, like, you'll buy it in bulk and then you won't need those vendors sitting there waiting for you too. So let me just go to the guild chest. I'll open that. Mass, transfer, whatever available. And I'll just chuck that in there for now and sort the inventory later. So that is how to bind the merchant, how to catch and bind merchants. The next one is the quartz mining pit. I would absolutely be putting down a quartz mining pit now. And that is so you can perpetually get the quartz to make the polymer. So going over to your production. And you might have sort of slacked off on this in the meantime. You might not have stockpiled. But definitely I would be putting 1 or 2 down. Got multiple bases, just 1 in each maybe. And keep that going because you're going to need those circuit boards. So in saying that, let me just grab that up. We'll move on to the next point. Point number 6, which is the crusher. The crusher is what we need to have activated for multiple reasons, and that is to get the paldium fragments. So I highly recommend getting a stone pit, because if you're at end game, it's often one that you forget to keep doing. You forget to keep getting stone. So getting your quartz pit, your stone pit, and the stone pit is for stone, obviously, but also to make the paldium. So let us go over, oh, we got pinking anyway. And also to transfer those pal souls into the bigger ones. So here, for example, we've got the giant pal souls, and then we got 929 of those, which is a lot and amazing indeed. We're going to have so many amazing pals from the get-go. That's why I say keep stockpiling. I've got up here, this chest up here is explicitly for pal, like, level up things. So let me just sort that out. So there's all the pal souls there. It's currently being consumed at the moment for those conversion of pal souls in the crusher. So then we've got the flowers, etc. The next item we have is number 7, which is the high quality pal oil. And you, like I said, I keep saying this, you're going to need this to make those polymer pieces. So let's just drag our booties on over here. because through the data mining, computers were one of the things that have been listed for a very long time. And because technology is advancing and we saw the space building materials, it's highly likely we're going to start to sort of evolve in regards to the technology side of things, the ancient tech and the tech side. So the circuit boards are going to be paramount. As you can see, that's what we want to get. So go nuts on your polymer. And so to get your high quality PAL oil, we can get those straight from the vendor that we just caught. And remember, we can also get that high quality PAL oil from Expedition. We can also get it from all the fishing ponds that we had a look at before. So we got a whole bunch of stuff. We can chop up the Jumids and they'll give us the high quality PAL oil by chopping them in the machine. And yeah, the fishing large ponds, the vendors, and the expedition stations. So that's one. Put that one on the list. High quality PAL oil stockpile. Number 8 is the sulfur pit. You're going to need a sulfur pit if you love weapons, shooty weapons. And then also you're going to need a coal pit for the carbon fiber. So make sure you have those 2 pits activated and going. So again, that's the sulfur, which is the yellow one here, a sulfur mine, and then the coal mine. I'm just gonna get your carbon fiber. The next one that I recommend getting, let me just get a sort out, is the hexalite. Stockpile that. I've got hexalite all along the front here in this storage here. There's all my hexalite. And yes, it was worth sorting out, I'm not going to lie. The blueprints I've got stored over here. And all of the weapon ones I've got stored up in here. So there's that. The next thing that you're going to need is high quality cloth. And you can get the materials for that. These guys are still going to be going for a while from the vendors too. So they sell, come here buddy. Oh, you're the gun boy, aren't you? The gun boy. So this guy sells the wool. So buy a whole bunch of that. There. Oh, we need to go grab money. So as you wander around, just make sure that you just keep the pressure up on these furnaces. So the corallum, just quickly make that. Most of it's at the other base. 180 hexalite, put that in there. Grab that. And with this 5,696 French fries. And then if you can make your cakes, do that. 607 cakes. And stockpile. Remember that guild chest over wherever you place it. Mine's just here. That freezes all the perishables forever. So sometimes it's very handy to keep your food items in there. Now, as for the honey that I mentioned before, this base is very handy for that. So we can get rid of some of those sootsies and just put a whole bunch of bees in there. And the bees will just go nuts making the honey. It literally falls through the roof. It goes so demented, it just falls through the roof and it just keeps on going. So that base, yeah, has a lot of that. I've got a farming base. I will take you there very quickly. A farming base I've got over here. And it's pure farming. And I've never been a big fan of doing that. But this is a very, very well-oiled machine. This is where the pals don't ever really get sick. And there's honey in the middle of the blaster place too. I'm going to quickly run over here. They've just gone crazy. Yeah, it's a lot. There's 822 cakes. Gosh. So, yeah. But you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know it's that sort of so much of a well-oiled machine till you start looking in the fridges and see what they've got. But look at it, they're just... Let's have a look where they're putting their honey. There's 20,000 in there. Where are you hiding the rest of it? Oh, over here. Where are you putting them? Oh, there's some there. I don't know where else they're hiding them. But what a beautiful view, and that's a really nice space down there too. I'll quickly take you there. Our big boy out. And that is my sort of castle farming base. Then it runs over to this one. This is very, very, very temporary. Don't even look how sick they are. Don't even look at it. To pack them away so you don't look at them. This one is really cool because it's sort of like a platform and it lights up from underneath. I haven't put the lights in there yet. It's one that used to be fully active before, but now, get out of my way. I've just started to bring extra mining pits in very quickly. Oh, there's that Mammarist. We've got so much stuff. Get rid of that stuff. Gosh. Wish you could just say, no, I don't want to collect any more whistles. Thank you very much. Right. Gosh, 35 ancient civilization cores, by the way. Oops, I nearly tried to eat a whistle then. That would have been fascinating to watch, wouldn't it? I don't need those powerful. Don't you throw them out, though. Keep them safe. All right. Oh my God, Father. Eat those. Actually, I don't want to get rid of that. Ah! Get rid of the bell. All right, now I can cook. I need more inventory space. Go down here. I'm going to grab these ones. Auto. Send them out. Just keep your expedition stations going. Look at that. Of them. Okay, that's full. All right. Now this one also is important too. So we've got the high quality cloth at the back of our mind. Point number 13 we're up to. So coal was number 9. Hexalite was number 10. Dark fragments. Dark fragments, you know, to stockpile those on that farming route. We've got a Toko coming. That farming route, there's a lot of dark fragments for you to collect there while you're doing it. Traveling before we get Toko'd. The high quality cloth, and then number 13 is the tech books is what you're going to need for that technology tree. Those can be attained by your fishing ponds. So again, we already see one here. Obtain ancient technology points. So that's the ancient tech point thing. Over here, see what's in this bag of goodies. We've got a training. Oh, we've got some corral and keep here. Now, all these pals are on sort of chill vibe, relaxed base now. So they're not going to be going as hard. But we can get our tech manuals from here. And that's why I say do this now, because it's not going to be that easy later on. This fishing just gives you crazy stuff where it was a lot harder earlier. I'm just going to go into this box. It's going to dump stuff here. I really don't want to put those ones in there. But... So, the next place to get those is at the wildlife sanctuaries. So here and there and up there. So there's a lot more of them than what I usually mine. Or not mine, gather. Let me just go up there. Come here, you. They're all in cracks and crevices and things like that. I call them that. I just like to get the main ones there. So let me get on our big boy. fly hard. Don't forget to get that wreckage sometimes if it tickles your fancy. Wildlife sanctuaries here. This will happen, and we've seen a lot of this in the trailers. This, look at this, what do you call it? The texture of these is sort of reiterated throughout the trailers. So I expect to see these places have something happen to them, because they're not quite a sanctuary, are they? No. We shall see. Those ones. So we've got our chests here. Training manual. We want the gold one. So flying around here. Dropping down. Drop, drop, drop. And high grade tech manual. The flowers are all in the wildlife sanctuaries. Heat resistant metal armor, schematic. They don't even have a book there. And here, drop down, don't fully drop. And ancient tech manual. Might see some pals here that you like. And another one here. I remember the first time I saw the Azzy robe here, chilling out. The high grade tech manual, there'll be another one up here, usually, yep. Be the same on each of the wildlife sanctuaries. Okay, but sneeze. Right. So that is this place. And I think that's all of them. I don't think I need any more Azzy robes. And that's where you'll get it from. Oh, it's so pretty over here, isn't it? So if you have any other things that you think we need to add on, please let me know. Because we're at 13 points now, and if I do think of adding something, I'll add them on. So don't forget to check out the tutorials. So there's that, let's just drop on the ground, the hefty resource pre 1.0 base, which is the one right next to that farming route. Remember the one with the square farming route? And then there's the main 8.0, which will convert to 9.0. There's a lot of the upper levels of that will change. And I think it's going to be amazing. So we'll just grab here, go back to the fishing village, and yes, stay tuned for that one. It's a very, 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 very good one. And that's it for now. I love and leave you. Hope you have an amazing day or night. And don't forget to check out the sleeping 4-hour inventory sorting one if you have any desire to fall asleep to Palworld. Thank you so much again to these members for making content. What's not for you, this video would not have happened. Well then, have an amazing day or night. And what song can I send you out on this time? Let me pick. What one do we want to do this time? Come on. Yeah, this one will do. Good.
Hey, did you ever really think about it? The match was struck and warmed a hobo's house. A lion so quiet as a mouse. Lock them out now. Thought they'd keep our walls kinda weak, then go weak at the knees, but don't talk about it. What a world, what a world. I roll up at the blackjack table, walk back home, yo, stumble, share some shots to show how damn I'm humble. People say maybe not. Take the blueprint before you close the door. No less, no more, all the same, keep it tight. So you can't tell who is who. Ah, that's right. The cookie cutter kids lined up now, line up now, show them how. We got the cookie cutter kids lined up now, line up now, show them how. Wow, wow. That statue is appealing, that deeper feeling, reverse engineer. You're reeling, don't live in a universe with that ceiling. Got the cookie cutter kids line up now, line up now, show them how. We got the cookie cutter kids lined up now, line up now, show them how. Wow. Do